Hi, I'm Shreya, HR manager at Wizzer. So today we have Yash with us. He is our full-stack developer intern. So let's understand his perspective and his experience at Wizzer. Hi Yash,
Hi, Shreya.
can you introduce yourself to everyone and can you tell us more about your work experience?
Yeah, sure. So I am Yash Raj, working as a full-stack developer intern at Wizzer. I have studied from Velu Institute of Technology and currently in the fourth year. I am pursuing bachelor's in computer science and technology. My main field of study is like web development and technologies, where I have got certifications in AWS cloud architecture. Along with, I have a strong hand in backend development with Node.js. These are my expertise, and on this basis, I interviewed advisor.
Okay. So what was your first impression when you joined Wizzer?
So my very first impression when I joined Wizzer was like about the team. Here, the team is like very dedicated and energetic. Everybody is like dedicating their full self to develop the product. It is not like they're working, but it is like they are working on the product which they actually own, and that really inspires me to be one of them and like to learn how to give my best and how to be the best. Like I have learned how to develop, like how to test things. I have learned how to like go through every part of the code, and along with that I was also given a task like onboarding plan, which was really great in knowing the project, because the project advisor is very complex. So the onboarding plan actually helps in knowing every nuts and bolts about the project. And team is like always, I find that the team is very dedicated and hardworking.
Okay. So how has been your experience at Wizzer? Like what is the most exciting part for you here?
Yeah, so at Wiser, when I first joined, I didn't know how to test things. I didn't know how to like write the documents. But during the onboarding plan, I actually got to learn things that I never would have thought that I might want to learn. And those are actually industry standards. So I will say that the things at Pfizer are not like, you'll never feel like you're working at a startup. You will feel like you're working at MNC. The things are very structured, and I got into the flow, and I'm taught like how to understand every bits, like how to work according the flow, how the things come to you. So I really like that. It never felt like a startup. It always felt that I'm working at a very big company.
So you mentioned about the onboarding process. So how was your experience at onboarding process? How onboarding process helped you to settle up here?
Right. Here, it's my second week, and the onboarding process is basically like a blueprint of what I'm going to work on. And the very first week, the very first day on join, not very first, but in very first day I joined, I was given a task to test the parts of application, and that onboarding process really helps me to understand the application that I'm going to work after maybe next week. So it is basically, the onboarding process is the very core knowledge that you need, because the application here is complex. But once if you go through the process like what they have defined, it is very much easier to understand and work.
So if someone wants to join Wiser tomorrow, what advice will you give them?
I will say that be open minded, adapt the changes, adapt the new tools that they tell you, and like be in a energetic spirit to work and to learn. Because the most important thing here is like, it might be possible you might know the things that you're doing, but it is very important to learn, to ask from the seniors, and to grow. The team here is like very supportive. They will always help you to complete the things that you're doing, to understand the things that you're doing, and they will even teach you that how to do a particular thing. But you should be open to ask the questions, and you should be open to learn the new things.
Okay. So what's something unique about the Wiser's culture that stood out to you?
So the main thing that I find very interesting at Pfizer is the leadership at Pfizer. So it is not like any other startup where the things are very unorganized. The things here are very particularly organized. The way the things move down to the tech team is like very much distributed in steps and it is verified. It is not like you're building something and tomorrow they're saying that no, scrap it out. Here the things are moving step by step and the structure is like very well maintained and very well followed here.
Have you ever been in the situation where you need to take a charge of the work, and how have you handled that situation?
Recently I was given a task to do a research on integrating WhatsApp with the application, and that was really challenging. But it was like I asked for help from my seniors, and they really told me that what they're expecting, how I can do my how where I can put my efforts, and how I can get the most from the efforts that I put in. So that was a challenging part, but I completed it with the help of my seniors and the team, and that is really a point to to ask the questions and understand the thing.
How do you feel about Wiser's emphasis on ownership and execution?
So here at Wizzer, the ownership for any product is like every team member is assigned a task, and more than completing it, I believe everybody is fully dedicated to building the product. And ownership, like the team takes the whatever person get whatever task, they take the complete ownership, complete that task in a day or two, and they really put in the effort about. And the flow here, as I told, is like very much structured like a big MNC. Everything is following a particular schedule. Everything is following a particular path. It is getting verified if you have done right it or not.
So, what's one thing at Wiser that you didn't expect it but you appreciate it now?
So I got this internship from Internshala, and I was not expecting to it to be a very big team. But when I joined, I found that it is a very big and very dedicated team, along with a very structured team. It is very important for a developer to be in an environment where they are appreciated and where they are not told the works that they are not supposed to do. So basically, here, whatever we do is what is accepted and is what is required. It is not like a thing that is going to be wasted in the future.
What's something new you learned in the Wiser and you think this is definitely going to help you in your career?
Something new that I learned at Wizzer is how to adapt to the change very quickly. From day one, I was given a task that I was not aware of, but I learned it. I tried to do it, and within 2 days plan, I was able to do that thing more efficiently and more correctly. So the very first thing is I learned how to adapt to the changes. The next thing is to how to follow the particular given plan. So here at Wiser, we are basically a flow is followed in which the things are developed, and I really liked and I really understand that how the things are moving down the track, and the idea of converting an idea into a reality into a function is like what I learned at Wiser.
If you describe Wiser in one sentence, what it would be?
I would describe Wiser as a dedicated effort toward making a real change. So here, what we are building is actually something very new, very interesting, and is definitely a change and big help to the people which will be using it.
How has working with your team been, and how would you appreciate that?
Yeah. So the team here is like very supportive and open for communication. We sit at a table and all the people there can communicate directly with each other. If we get stuck, we can like clarify our doubt. And working with our team is very much interesting here because we have the ability to talk to our seniorities without a blocker. So I really appreciate, and how that has evolved me is I never worked before in a team, and I always worked as an individual. But now here I understand the importance of a teamwork, the importance of taking help from others, the importance of implementing the ideas what others are saying and listening to them and implementing it.
Do you feel supported when taking any new challenge over here? Like, does your manager or your team really helps you throughout this challenge?
Yeah. So as I told you that the team here is like very open and the ledger of communication is like very open. We can communicate with our seniorities without any obstacle. We can directly reach to them and clarify our doubt. So in the very beginning, what I was given, I didn't know any part of it, but I told them that I have a doubt. I reached to my manager and he basically gave me his 15 minutes to tell me about the things, to tell me about the tool, and he showed me how to work with it. Also, there are more experience where I was like scheduled with like 15 to 20 minutes of my manager's time every day to for me to better understand the product and to for me to better work on what I'm given.
Okay. Thank you, Yash. That was great knowing your perspective about Wizzer.